I'm Congressman Steve King. I represent Iowa's 4th Congressional District. That's 39 counties that are all of northwest Iowa and a lot of north central Iowa that goes within 2 counties of Wisconsin to the east. I serve on 3 committees in Congress: Judiciary Committee, although I'm a non-lawyer, the Agriculture Committee, which is pretty important to our economy, and the Small Business Committee, which is my background. I started a construction business in 1975. I had a negative net worth of $5,000 and convinced a banker to loan me 100% to buy an old beaten-up bulldozer. My wife, Marilyn, now of 42 years, was 4.5 months pregnant with our first child as she stood in the rain to torque the head bolts on an old D7. That's how we got started. This company today is in its 2nd generation, and my oldest son owns and operates the company. Meanwhile, I've served in the Iowa Senate and in the United States Congress and brought these Iowa values to Washington, D.C. And I've stood up on those important principles, but I stood and fought and opposed Obamacare. Obamacare must be repealed. I wrote the repeal language, 40 words, and every Republican in the House and Senate has voted for my language, which is to repeal Obamacare and pull it out by the roots. It's got to go. We have other problems in this country too. Foreign policy is a disaster, and it's been getting worse and worse. And I've been reminding Iowans now for the last 1.5 or 2 years, we're going to have to turn our focus on foreign policy. Meanwhile, we passed a pretty good farm bill that's going to be a good foundation of risk management for agriculture. I've been a strong supporter of faith and families, the building block of civilization, which is our families, a strong defender of the Constitution and the rule of law, and the rule of law especially with regard to border security and domestic enforcement of immigration laws. We have an open border policy now that's delivered by President Obama, and I've been standing in the gap to preserve as much border security as we can have. We need to send somebody back to Washington, D.C. that will defend these values, somebody that will stand up for American values, somebody that will stand up for Iowa values, the heart of the heartland. We're the best place in the world to live and work, and especially the best place to raise a family. We need to keep it that way, but we also need to spread our values to the rest of the country and let the rest of the world see the example that we can set. That's why I need to go back to Washington, D.C. to finish this work. Imagine a world with no Obamacare. Imagine a world with no Lois Lerner, no IRS. Imagine a world that had a balanced budget and no national debt and a U.S. government with cash in the bank. Imagine an America with secure borders and respect for the rule of law. Imagine an America where we paid our bills with the revenue that we're generating because our businesses are in the black, our families are in the black, and there's job opportunities out there for everyone. Not just those that want to work. We need more people coming off of the welfare rolls and going to work. That's the America we can have. It's the America we would have if we had more people that agreed with me in Washington, D.C. I need your vote to send me back to Washington to carry on this mission of defending and advocating for our values. We're in this together. We're a big country. We're the unchallenged greatest nation in the world. The pillars of American exceptionalism are clear to me, and it's my job, the honor that you've given me, to defend, preserve, protect, and refurbish those pillars of American exceptionalism. When I take an oath to uphold the Constitution, I mean it, and I'm asking you for your support so I can continue to carry on this important work. Thank you very much.